his caliber.
Outside ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is more athletic than giving credit. He's got surprising pop off the floor.
Pass to Giddey. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Giddey.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Out to Bridges.
Who got ball? Who got ball? Pick.
6 on the shot clock. Mobley.
Step out.
The kick outside to Butler. And it's in there.
Well, this is where Butler is elite. The ability to score the ball going downhill.
Griffin's shot is off.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good look. Just couldn't find the mark.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
The shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. To the inside. And Siakam throws it down.
And those are 2 loud points. Siakam flushes it without much effort.
And it's slammed in by Bridges.
Kept his eyes up the floor, and it pays off.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Griffin sends it back.
And how about the timing there? Griffin using that athleticism on the defensive end to block it. Man, he sure can get off the floor.
He one of the best in the business, absolutely. Thompson for 3. Buries the long-range jumper. Thompson's got a couple of threes now in the first for Charlotte. Bridges. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And if you give Luka just a sliver of daylight, this is what you get.
In the corner, it's Mobley. On the wing, Thompson. Outside for Griffin. Pass to Gilmore. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And someone who's averaged 5 assists in a season, Griffin, a great passer in the front court.
Mobley right side. And Mobley throws it down.
Both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure
the offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's Charlotte leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And we'll get a look at how the Hustle Stat game has been going for Charlotte.
well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, this is how explosive Edwards can be. He finishes with such force at the rim.
Well, Coach, we know there's a lot of expectations tied to a #1 pick. Sometimes they fall flat, but that has not been the case so far with Anthony Edwards.
Oh, it sure as heck hasn't, Kevin. But I think it starts with Anthony Edwards welcomed the expectations. He wanted the expectations, and he has pushed himself to play to that level on a nightly basis, and he's done it.
And finished off by McDaniels.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Nimble inside play by Bridges, working his way to a close-range shot.
Well, plenty of power behind that play. He didn't give the defense any chance to stop him.
Good boy.
Mobley misses. Charlotte in the lead. Westbrook wide open. He fires.
Keep taking that.
And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Well, he's such a natural talent. Has all the skill needed to produce at a high level.
Count the score.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Who got ball?
Back to Randall. The kick out to Westbrook. Just 5 to shoot. Davis in the corner. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Here's Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Well, you can't be careless when Edwards is roaming nearby because he can and will pick your pocket, which leads to points in transition.
Pass to Davis. Outside Edwards. Back to Davis. Shoots over Mobley. Outside for Randall. Back to Edwards. And here's Randall. Defended by Bridges. Randall with the bucket.
Look, for this offense, Randall being an effective catch-and-shoot option is crucial.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
For the three. Connects from three-point range. Randall's got the lead up to 8 now for Charlotte.
Well, every season, Randall works on his range because he understands the importance of stretching the floor at his position. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
And it's Randall, top of the key. Back to Westbrook. Wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall. Westbrook's got 6.
That's a fantastic feat.
And so it's Charlotte. We've played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Koulibaly with it. Outside Holiday. Westbrook with the block.
I see him.
Boy, Westbrook is explosive in everything he does.
3 on the clock. Kept alive.
Shut up.
Out to Smith. Trains the three-pointer. Smith's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Brooklyn. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Roy. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
Up top, Randall. He has 7. And Randall throws it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Towns wide open. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Few bigs do it as well as Towns, stretching the floor with his efficiency from range.
Pass to Gilmore. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. Brooklyn trails by 4. Here's Koulibaly.
Well, he's putting on a show right now. I like when he gets creative with his ball handling.
The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
Back to Towns for the lead. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 7.
Yeah, Towns able to work through the contact down low. He's gotten better at that over the years.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And here's Brooklyn. They're on a 14-6 run.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gilmore. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Yeah, and sometimes he comes off as maybe being laid back, but Gilmore is a fierce competitor in the post, and it comes out in his rebounding more than anywhere else.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
Well, a miss is unfortunate, but he still manages to put them ahead. Barely.
Back to Griffin.
Oh, come on, bust that.
Pass to Reese. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Wow, not messing around. No need for finesse when you can just throw it down.
Now here is Aldridge. Now here's Roy. He's covered by Thompson. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Charlotte in the lead. Pass to Giddey. Thompson outside.
Yo, yo, yo.
Doncic outside.
Pick.
Clock at 6. And here's Griffin. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Griffin's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Charlotte. And Brandon Roy with the slam.
Man, Roy can fly.
Out to Thompson. Pass to Reese. And here is Giddey. And Thompson puts up a deep 3. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. At the elbow, Smith.
Oh, knock that in. Out.
Aldridge inside. And Aldridge slams it in.
And this is the power you like seeing from Aldridge, leaving no room for error with that flush.
Here's Reese. Lays it up off the glass. And Charlotte leads by 1.
This is why you get it to her down low, because she understands how to cash in. Yeah, never shy about mixing it up inside. Roy, a great finish.
Pass to Reese. And fouled on the shot. She'll shoot 2 at the line. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Go ahead.
Well, listen, jump shots are nice, but if she gets the ball inside, it's really hard to stop her.
And the foul
Going the other way.
That is his first foul of the game.
Well, that one stings